Joanna Quintana. I'm an instructor at Planet Granite, Portland location, and we are going to do a workout together, hopefully. So we won't need too much equipment. I have a scarf. You can use a towel or a band works too. I have a band, but I kind of want to use my scarf, so anything will work. And then for weight, we could keep it all body weight. I do have my mat here just to help kind of pad my feet a little bit, but I'm also using a textbook as my weight, or you can use a dumbbell. It'll be something that we're gonna kind of hold between two hands. And we'll get started in about a minute or so. We're looking at about a 30 to 35 minute workout. And it's going to include a little bit of everything. Hopefully we'll get the whole body kind of moving and warm and get a little bit sweaty. All right, so we're going to warm up together. Okay, so I want us to just start with a squat at the bottom. We're going to open up the arms. Stretch the arms up overhead at the top. So bring it down, squat at the bottom, overhead stretch at the top. Let's do about 8 more of those. Big breath in, going up, exhale, coming down. We can come up onto the balls of the feet, go a little bit lower into that squat at the bottom. Bring the heels up at the top. Awesome. So hopefully we did about 10. We're going to start with our right leg and we're going to step it back, do a cross body lunge. And then I'm just going to hold my knee up at the top. So staying on that same side, using the arms to kind of counteract that weight imbalance. Bringing that right leg behind, crunching it in at the top. If we want to make this a little bit more challenging, bring the arms up overhead and then bring the elbows down. So we're kind of mimicking a lat pull down. I'm opening up that knee out to my side. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3. If we lose balance at all, just tap it down. Go right into that next one. 2, 1. Awesome. Switch. Left leg cross body. Single leg hold at the top. By the way, if you see 2 cats running around in the background, they're not mine, but they are a little bit mischievous. And they like to join in. They're very curious. Awesome. We can bring the arms up overhead, crunch it down. Let's go for 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, loosen up the body, open it up, and we're going to just go into jacks. Crossing the arms up at the top, keeping the legs slightly bent. A little bit of tension in the abs. Let's go for 8, 6, 4, 2. Beautiful. Hold it into that jog. And I'm just going to jog it, tap, and bring it back. So we don't need to pick up too much speed. Stay safe with your surroundings. And just kind of make use of it. So whatever space you have. Jog it forward, tap, bring it down. Alternate the arm that's tapping it down. Let's go for 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hold that jog for a second. We're going to center it out. Awesome, we're going to go into a squat hold right here for about 10 seconds. Pushing the knees out, feet about hip width apart. Keeping that chest up, heart open. Squeeze the abs. I'm going to stay in this position a little bit longer, but with my right leg, I'm going to combine cross body lunge, bringing it behind, tap it down, and switch. Tap the foot and bring it back for 5, 4, 3. Should be feeling a little bit of a burn in that left leg. Awesome, hold right here. We're gonna switch that leg. Tap, bring it back. So notice I'm keeping that heart kind of open, chest lifted up. And just gazing kind of at the floor, maybe a few feet in front of me. Awesome, 4, 3, 2, 1, awesome. We're gonna walk the body out into a plank. And let that heart rate come down just a little bit right here. All right, I'm gonna drop the chest just a little bit, bring shoulder blades together, and then push away. If I wanna make this a little bit easier, a little less challenging, I can bring the knees down. If I wanna make this a little bit more challenging, I can bring one leg up. We're gonna go into a little bit of a mobility circuit. We have one leg up, we're gonna switch. Beautiful, bring the knees down and bring wrists directly under shoulders. So we're in the tabletop position, pressing the hands, each finger firmly into the ground. We're just gonna go into circles, going to the right, and circles going to the left. Beautiful, center the body. We're going to round the back for cat and cow. And arch, looking straight ahead. Round and arch. I'm gonna add 2 more movements to this. Before I go into my next cat-cow, I'm gonna straighten out the back, crunch on that left side, crunch on that right, and then go into cat and cow. Crunch on that left side, crunch on that right, cat-cow. Let's do 2 more. Arch and round. Last one. Arch and round. Awesome, we're gonna come back into that plank. I'm gonna bring my right leg up and then go into a 3-legged dog. Mellow back out into that plank, and I have an option here. I can drop that knee to the ground and support myself kind of between the hands, that knee and that foot. Or as I come out of that 3-legged dog, I can rotate across the body, bring opposite elbow to knee. So we're just gonna stay on that same side, whether we're bringing that knee down, resting for a second at the bottom, or rotating it across the body. Drive that heel up. And let's go for 2 more on that side. 2, 1. Awesome. Back into downward dog. 3-legged dog with that left leg up. And whatever we did for that right side, we're going to do for that left as well. So drag it up and either rest that knee down or drag it up and rotate. Go for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hold. So we're going to take a little bit of a wider stance with the legs, and I'm going to drop my chin, drop my chest
Bring it a little bit closer to the ground. Push away. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring the knees down. Let's go into child's pose. Bring that right arm under the body, across the chest. Let the back of the hand rest on the floor and go back into that child's pose. Adding a little bit of that shoulder stretch. Switch sides. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go into a little bit of a circuit. About 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So I'm gonna keep that band or scarf or towel, whatever I'm using nearby. I'm also going to get a weight, or can totally just keep it body weight. How's everybody doing? Doing good? Okay. All right, so first movement that we're gonna do is gonna be on the mat. And we're gonna start in the tabletop position, so on hands and knees. Bring this a little bit closer. There you go. So hands and knees. We're gonna tuck the toes under the heel, and I'm going to lift my knees and let them hover an inch off the ground. So I'm gonna try to keep my back flat as I do that. We're gonna hold that for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, let's go. If I want to make this a little bit more challenging, so I'm holding it, bringing the knee up, I can bring one leg up and bring the opposite arm, and then just kind of alternate between the two. Or I can totally just hold it, and that's fine. Just do me a favor, bring those shoulders, let them kind of fall away from the ears, pull them into the back. If we're doing that single leg option, it's totally up to you. We can also add a arm leg straightener right there in that position. So not only am I lifting opposite leg, opposite arm, I'm straightening them out. Awesome. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Bring those knees down to the ground. Bring one arm across the chest. We're relaxing for 10 seconds. Second movement is going to be on the belly. And we're going to go into a superhero pose. So coming onto the belly. That superhero pose is going to look a little bit different for everybody, just depending on your mobility. So we're going to start with just keeping the arms bent close to the body. Exhale as you lift the feet, chest, shoulders, and arms up. So I want to make this a little bit more challenging. I can place the forearms down and come into that plank. So superhero pose, hold for about 2-3 seconds, push away. Now this might be challenging enough, and it might feel good, so keep it there if that's the case. If we want to kind of play with that a little bit, put a little bit more pressure on the arms, I can straighten the arms out, drive them back in, and then push up from the forearms. Straighten the arms out, drive them back in, and push away from the floor. Again, keep those shoulders away from the ears. Retract them into the back. Awesome, we got time for 2 more. 2. 1. Beautiful. Time. So we're going to come onto the back, and this is where I can use that band or towel or scarf. And I'm gonna just kind of hold on to it about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit further out. Slight bend in the arms, retract the shoulders back. And I'm going to lay onto the back. I can keep the legs bent, or I can keep the legs straight, or I can bend them. Straight is a little bit extra challenging. Bend makes it a little bit easier on the back. So I would start with maybe bent, rotate at the top, and then lower the body down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Rotate in one direction before we lower the body back down. Option to go straight leg. Let the arms, kind of take the arms out of the equation, really pull on that strap or band or scarf, whatever you're using. You could also just keep it body weight and keep the arms up. Exhale, coming up. Lower the body down with control. Awesome. Going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And time. All right, so we got our second round through it. Going for tabletop. Now I'm going to add, I can totally keep it as I just was having it, keeping it stationary, extending one leg, one arm at a time. Or I can add a little bit of a bear crawl, so we're just going to hold that tabletop. Keep the knees elevated off the ground. Walk it forward. Make use of that space that you have, and then walk it back. Keeping feet together at the bottom before I go into my second round. I'm going to hop my feet in together, hop it center, hop it out to the side, and then go back into that bear crawl. We got 15 seconds. Walk it forward, keeping that back flat. Walk it back, oblique thruster at the end. 3, 2, 1, and time. Move knees down. Roll the shoulder blades back. 10-second recovery. We're going to go on to that belly for that superhero pose. With that push, ready, set, and start. Now, instead of that push being just from the forearms, we have that option of pressing the wrist into the ground and pushing the body fully up. Sorry, some technical difficulties. Or more like location difficulties. There you go. So, extending the arms out, pressing the body, lifting the body up, starting from the hands. Exhale, going up. Inhale, lower the body down with control. Going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Flipping it around. I have that band, or I can bring in my textbook or weights. I'm going to bring the knees in and bring the legs out, hands out. So we're going for a hollow hold, crunch in the center, extending the legs out and the arms out. If we're not putting a little bit too much pressure on that lower back, I can keep the legs bent and just make it more of a crunch. Awesome, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Time. We're going to come into that seat, and with that weight, dumbbell or book, or just body weight is fine. I'm going to remain in that seated position. I'm just going to rotate the body for a Russian twist. Option to bring both legs, one or both at the same time, up. Let them hover from the ground. But we're going to try to make sure that they don't move too much. Going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Rest. Awesome. So we have some water. Let's get some water. This is a good time to get some water. We're going to go for a, let me just get some water too. All right, so we're going to go for a 20-second proprioceptive challenge. I'm just wearing socks, but if you have shoes on or if you're barefoot, either's fine. Just make sure you're staying safe with your surroundings. That's all I ask. Okay, I'll go to the side. So we're going to start with that right leg elevating up, and I'm going to lower that body so that shoulders are in alignment with the hips, are in alignment with that back heel. Flexing the foot, pointing the toes down. We're going to step up out of that. Try to keep most of our weight on that left leg. Step up out of that. Awesome. Hang out with me for about 10 more seconds. Keeping that pressure on that left. Take a second at the top to stabilize. Really open up the body at the bottom of that pose. Beautiful. Hold that bottom position right here. And I'm going to bring out my right arm. Bring out my left. Drop them both together. I'm going to do the same thing, but now with that left arm. So bring out that left arm. Bring out that right. Drop them both together. Step up out of that. Shake it off with that leg. And we're going to bring that left leg up. So we're just going to switch that side. Slight bend in that right leg. Straining out that left at the bottom. You can float the hands an inch or two above the ground. Or you can tap. It's going to look a little bit different for everybody. I just ask that shoulders don't go below hips when we're right here in that position. We're feeling like it's placing a little bit too much pressure on that lower back. We can use either a chair or a coffee table, something that's a little bit elevated, and we can just kind of use that as a goal to place our hands on. They're one of my favorite movements. I do this one quite a bit. Awesome. Hold that bottom position, and now we're going to bring that left arm right by the ear. Losing my balance. Bring the right arm right by the ear, and then drop them together. So I'm still keeping kind of the shoulders back away from the ears. If I lose my balance at all, that's all right. Just drop that, tap that foot down, and go straight back into that movement. So lifting one arm up at a time, and then dropping them together. Switching that arm that's leading the way, dropping them together. Let's do one more. Beautiful. Come up out of that and shake it out. Switching legs. I'm going to hinge, bend that left leg just a little bit, tap my right foot back, but I'm keeping most of my weight in that left. Then I'm going to straighten out and just drive that knee forward. So I can keep it slow and steady, really work on balance. Or I can add a little bit of a hop at the bottom. So I tap it down, hop at the top, sorry. Slowly tap it back, but most of my weight is still in that left. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And switch. Ready, set, and go. Hinging on that right. Standing straight, going for a single leg squat to stand. Engage the abs throughout that movement, but especially at the bottom as we're coming up. You want to keep that back straight. Awesome. If you want to add that hop in, got about 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Beautiful. And time. All right, so we got a little bit of a cardio circuit next. Flip the feet up. Just bring one foot back at a time. We're going to do a little bit of kickboxing. This is one of my favorite cardio workouts to do besides running. When the weather's a little bit dry, this is my favorite thing to do indoors. So, we got hands, bringing it into that fist. And I'm going to start with my left arm. So you just kind of match me if you like. And we're going to go for a jab, cross, aiming for the same mark between my left and right. Making sure not to overextend that arm. We're not hitting anything, and we don't have any padding, but that's all right. We don't really need that. So we're gonna go for a single, and then with that left arm, I'm gonna do 2 punches for a double. And then I'm gonna let the right take the lead. So I got single with the right, single with the left, double with that right. So let's do it again, just going from left to right, single, single, double, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Single, single, double, single, single, double. Left arm leading, right arm takes the lead. Left, double, right, double. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And I'm just going to bring the feet, just kind of switch them side to side for scissor feet. So I'm going to do the same thing, but now I'm going to let my right arm lead. And I'm just going to start with a jab cross. Right arm leads in 3, 2, jab cross. Right, here we go. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Aiming for that same target, right to left. Beautiful. We're going to go into single, single, double in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We got single, single, double. Left arm, single, single, double. Keep going. One more. Single, single, double. Left arm leads. Single, single, double. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit. Single, single, double, double. Beautiful. Awesome. Right, left, right. Beautiful. Scissor feet. Let's go. Switching the feet. We can keep it as just scissor feet, or we can make this into a scissor feet, scissor lunge. So just kind of hopping it up. In 4, 3, 2, punch it out. We go single, single, double, double. Left arms leading, left legs forward. Single, double, single, double. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Scissor feet or scissor lunge. For 4, 3, right arm takes the lead. Let's go. Single, double, double. 2 more. 2. 1 more. 1. Scissor feet. Last time we go. 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, jog it out. Awesome. Shake it up. All right, let's bring one foot back for a quad stretch. We have something to hold on to for balance. We can use that. Keep that knee close to the body. Push the hips forward, but not too forward. Just line them up under the ribcage. Same leg, bring it across the knee and go into a figure 4. Switch that leg, quad stretch, knees close together. Figure 4, right ankle over that knee. Beautiful. Feet at the edge of the mat, walking the hands out. Going for a downward dog. Bend to one knee. Alternate that leg that's bending. Awesome. Mellow out into a plank. Bring that left foot forward for a runner stretch. Opening up the toes, pointing them out. Just a tiny bit. Keeping it at a little bit of a diagonal angle. Keeping that back flat. Squeeze the glutes for that right leg. Bring feet together, switch other side. Awesome. Keep your weight in that right foot. I'm going to hop that left foot toward that left hand. Going for an inner thigh stretch. Open up the chest, keep that back flat. If we're feeling okay right here, we can add a little bit of a sway side to side. Kind of playing with redistributing my weight from the ball of the foot to the heel to the other foot. Awesome. Place hands on the ground, or it could be around the calf or ankle. Straighten out the legs. Tuck the chin into the chest. Those legs are not totally straight now, slight bend in the knees. And we're going to sway the torso side to side. Center the hands and sway the hips side to side. Beautiful. Center the body. Walk the feet in until they're right alongside each other. We're going to bend the knees together, slowly curl up. Low back first. Middle back, shoulders, head, roll the shoulders back. Arm swings crisscross. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath in, bring the arms up. Inhale and release. One more time. In and out. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day, and thanks. Bye.